Today we are investigating Boyle's Law, named after Robert Boyle. Now Boyle's Law mathematically is P times V equals some constant K. All right, what Boyle discovered is that if you put a gas in a container, like this syringe here, and you change its volume, you will change its pressure as well. But the product of the pressure and the volume will always remain a constant. What is the value of this constant is dependent upon how much gas is in there and its temperature. So in this investigation, we're going to try to determine what that K is and compare it to the theoretical value. And we have to collect pressure and volume data. The apparatus is going to look like this. A syringe, that's our container we're going to put the gas in. Now, once you're familiar with a syringe, you can draw it back and push it up, and the end of it is open to the air right now, so I can just pull air inside here. Now, if I seal up the end of it and then push on the plunger, I can decrease the volume of the gas, but I will increase the pressure of the gas. If I let go of the plunger, then it goes back to where it was. I could also do the opposite. I could pull back on the plunger and increase the volume, and that will decrease the pressure. The product of the pressure and the volume will always remain the same. Now, how are we going to collect pressure data? We'll use a vernier lab quest and a pressure sensor. What is a pressure sensor? It just has a hole right here that's open to the air. So the atmospheric air can go into the hole, and right now we're reading what that pressure is. Now, standard pressure is 101.3 kilopascal, kPa, but that would be at 0 degrees Celsius and at sea level. And we are above sea level, plus we're above 0 degrees Celsius too as well. And the weather will affect the air pressure today. And today's kind of a cloudy day, so our air pressure tends to be a little bit less than 101.3. All right, now how are we going to collect some data? Now, what it says in number 1 is to set the volume to 10 milliliters. Okay, so I'm going to set the volume to 10 milliliters. And then I will put the pressure sensor on, screw it in here so nice and tight, not too tight. When you do this, you want to hold the syringe and push on the plunger. Don't hold the pressure sensor or it could actually crack it. All right, now this volume right here is the volume of the gas inside of this, but there's also a little bit of gas inside of the pressure sensor itself. We'll have to take that into account. On your data table, look on your data table, that is the corrected volume. Now, how much do we have to add? Inside of here it has 0.8 milliliters of air. So if I have this set to 10 milliliters, then it's really 10.8 milliliters. All right, so by corrected volume, that's what we mean. You just got to take the volume in the first column and add to it 0.8. So the second column is just 5.8, 6.8, 7.8. All right, the pressure then at 10 milliliters is 99. Probably squeezed it a little bit here. It should be whatever. Let me unscrew it again. All right, setting it exactly to 10. I've got 98.7. I screw this on. It may go up slightly as I screw that on there. Okay, so there's my pressure with 10 milliliters. Now what I want to do is decrease the volume down to 5. I'm going to have to do that by pushing in on the plunger. All right, there it is, 5, and it reads 188.0. Let's go with. Now I'm going to let this drop back to 6 milliliters and read it again, 155.3. And then I'm going to go 7 milliliters, 8 milliliters, 9 milliliters, and then I'm back to 10 milliliters. It just stays right there without holding it. And then I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to add volume or stretch it to 11, and notice the pressure dropped down to 8.94, and then 12, 82.9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, that's as far as we're going to go, 50.35. If I let go, it goes back to 10 milliliters again. All right, there's our data. Rest then, you're going to do some calculations. The gas constant, the last column, is P times V. For that, use the corrected volume. And then we're going to use Excel to make some graphs. All right, Microsoft Excel, which you can do on your iPad.